Mike, my brothers and sisters over at Patreon, Pastor Dow, I really truly need to have this talk. And I hope that some way, somehow, I'm able to reach without negative feelings and negative emotions being involved. But we really truly have got to get to the point to where we're no longer defending our way of life. It's just normal for us. And of course, I'm talking about the biblical Hebrew Israelite construct of family that is commonly called polygamy, polygyny. They got all different types of names for it, but it's just normal for us. Simply because when you go back as far as Abraham, the father of the faith, it was just normal. Monogamy and monogamous relationships is a European construct. It comes from a family structure that is outside of our culture and our particular mindset. I'm going to preface all this by jumping ahead and saying we got people out there making all these slogans and saying that Black Lives Matter. When you think about this for a second, if Black Lives Matter, then why don't black babies matter? Because right now our women are killing over 900 babies. I believe it's either a day or a month. 900 babies. Can you imagine? That is a genocide. That is a legalized social genocide upon us as a people. And why do women hate not only themselves and children so much? And when you go back as far as the 70s, when they really truly instituted all this, which is the Holy Grail, Planned Parenthood, the Holy Grail of the Democratic Party, and that's the reason why I continue to keep saying over and over again, what the hell's wrong with black folks today? Why don't you people just open up your minds and really truly try to comprehend truth for a moment, look at everything from the perspective of truth and the historical reference and value that truth represents? Over 17 million of our children have literally been killed in abortion clinics. And they're taking fetuses now and sticking them in beauty products and all kind of other junk nowadays. It's just so sad. That's a genocide. So you're going to tell me Black Lives Matter, but black babies don't matter. And when are we going to understand that even the system that we find ourselves in, I'm talking about this American culture right here, it is even against us as a people and our culture. Because the only thing that's going to replace all these 900 babies that's being aborted daily is when we change our minds back to a Hebraic biblical perspective, get about our Father's business. Women, let's just tell the truth. You were put here on this earth to have babies. To have babies so that life can continue to keep on moving. To have, for a man to have a strong bloodline, to have a legacy, so that a family could build businesses. We are all supposed to be living in tribes. What do you think communities are today? Communities are nothing but just another word for tribe or being tribal. It's just that they've modernized a lot of terms, and because we pay attention to the terms, we can't even really truly see what's really truly taking place right in front of us. And so we've allowed these people to play mental gymnastics with us, especially our women. And they have mentally raped each and every last one of you by you submitting to low-base, mundane, cheap feelings of division and dissension and discord, of jealousy and envy and hatred and strife, and then totally removing the structure of family out of your conscience, looking at your sister with an evil eye, not wanting for your sister what you want for yourself, not being there to be what you was designed to be, while the Most High said you're supposed to be a helpmeet. And the man, you're supposed to be the provider of the house, the leader of the house, the guide of the house, that you are supposed to be the backbone, the leader, the head of the family. Because I can tell you how precious life is when you hold a little baby in your hands. Just this past Sabbath, Nelly came up to me and handed me his Kaya, put him on my chest, and the brothers came around, looked at him, he was asleep. And all them brothers were around my age, within 10 years, one way or the other, every single one of them says, man, I want another one. I want another one. I want another one. You know what the problem is, though? They want another one, but most of them is not as strong of a man that the few of us are in this ministry to go out and see, because there's not going to be a shortage of women who don't want to be in a family structure. This ministry is proving it, that there are plenty of sisters in this ministry that are willing to join up with a good family. Now, she has a lot of transforming, a lot of conforming that she has to do in order to be part of that family, but there are plenty of sisters that want family. They want to be inside of a strong family. They really, truly want a bond, a strong sisterhood. As a matter of fact, a lot of times in polygynous family, or let me say Hebrew families, I'm even going to stop using the word, I'm just going to call it family. A lot of times in our families, the sisters end up becoming and having a closer relationship many times than they do with the actual head of the family, because the head of the family is too busy providing. And if we do this thing right, we could develop businesses, have our own businesses, and our women could raise our seed, raise the children, do what they were created to do, and they'll be in their zone. They will be right there in their measure. And how much educated, how much profitable could we be as a people? See, they have taken the natural order of things from us and used reverse psychology on us and made us, even still till today, think the thing that is normal in creation, they have made it evil. They have literally turned everything upside down. And people are bitten of it, hook, line, and sinker. I had Brother Galen post on Facebook the picture that me and my Shaz and his car took. And he says, a polygynous family is finest. I says, nah, brother, change it. Change the title to family as its finest. We don't have to go out there and just continue to keep putting the term up there as if we need their approval or their justification about anything. That's why I say over and over again, to us it need to be just as much as normal as this monogamous families out here, and truly they don't have too many. It's really monogamous anyway. Serial divorce and remarriage, divorce and remarriage. And you look and see, I mean, it's really truly sad what our sisters have submitted to. They have made the black man and man in general as an enemy. And they have allowed the system to shape their minds, to shape their feelings, their emotions. And as a result, look how many single mothers we have. 2, 3, 4, 5 children. No man is the head whatsoever at all. And now I need to also add in this particular video right here something I need to talk about. You know, if you are a man, you really truly have to really truly think. And I know this is going to sound the wrong way, but it's okay. Take it whatever way you want. You got to be really truly step back, do a good evaluation. If you are considering a woman that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children by another man, first of all, number one, you need to realize they're not your children. Number two, you need to look and see what type of situation is that is, and how much control has the court systems, or how involved that father wants to be in his children's life, because they are his children, regardless of way the system try to play everybody and keep everybody divided and keep us running to them and keep giving the courts and the judges money and stuff. But in the grand scheme of things, they are his children. See, everybody can't come up on a situation like me to where I ended up with a beautiful woman as an Ishaya, and I ended up raising 3 of her children that I took ownership of them being my children. And it's you don't come across a situation every day where a man abandons his family, clear across the country, abandons his family, leave them high and dry. You know, we're in a time now with people that are without natural affection, and then try to turn around. Well, he did. He went out and played on the public sentiments by lying, getting a lot of people over to his wicked way, and of course they bit of the fruit of lies. Some of them did, and it was meant to be. He was meant to actually take a lot of people right out of the faith, because they simply wouldn't transform their mind, and they simply wouldn't have their mind shaped after the mind of the Messiah and the book. But everybody can't come up on where you have a single mother who has been abandoned, ended up divorced from a tyrant of a pig of a dog of a man who really wanted to do nothing more than just pulverize her and make sure that she was destitute, to the point that he didn't even want to write her a bill of divorce so that she could not ever even have an opportunity to ever have any happiness or joy in life. But the Most High said different. See, I speak to them that know the law. Many people don't know the law. They don't understand what's going on. And it's so sad. It really, truly is so sad. You see, anytime someone breaches the Torah, when you abandoned your wife and your family, that's a breach of the contract in Torah. See, and what people do is they run to the way of the Gentiles, because they take the lowest parts of the Gentiles and try to use it for justification rather than being responsible for their responsibilities. And it was just a good thing that she ended up falling into the community and on my hands. The Most High had, the devil meant it for evil, but Most High meant it for good. When you abandon your family and stuff, you're in breach of the contract of the Torah, which says that a man is supposed to provide food, clothing, and conjugal rights. Not only when you abandon, you're no longer providing food, you're no longer providing clothing, and you're no longer providing conjugal rights. And then you have children that have to deal with bitterness, hatred, all these other different spirits that comes along with being abandoned. It's just so sad. And then the devil goes out and tries to sway the court of public opinion and paint a negative picture about me. And of course, you know, when the finger's being pointed, nobody has too much discernment whatsoever at all to figure out and say, you know what, let me look at this thing. Let me step back and see this thing. Well, anyway, I had an opportunity to have a lot of influence on 3 more children, reared and raised, provided for them, gave them an opportunity, educated them, myself and the community, educated them so that they could function in this life. And I ended up getting a damn goodish child of it, a beautiful child. And now she's happy that she's ever been in her life. Everything that the devil tried to do to pulverize her, to take things away from her, and to just grind her to pieces. The many times he tried to make attempts on her life and all this other stuff. Every single thing that the devil tried to do, y'all stepped in, intervened, saw her heart, and turned that captivity, turned it all around to her good. And I'm blessed. I'm a blessed man because of it. And I see it that way, because when you look at this society right here, the woman is the weaker vessel. The thoughts that be submitted to their mind only genders towards low-based things and stuff. They're not really truly looking for that solid equality, that family unit that only brings about a fulfillment with each and every last one of us. So we have been tricked. We have been deceived. We have been really truly taken out of our own culture to try to function after the people who have put us into captivity. And we're living in a nation that people are giddy about having alternative lifestyles. They love being homosexuals. The thing that the Torah says that will cause you to be put to death. Anything that Yah says, they hate it. Hate it. Don't care what the book says. My opinion. That's why I say over and over again, you got to just live. Because these people don't mean nothing to you. So you probably won't hear me talking about polygyny unless I'm talking about debate or someone wants to discuss it with me or something like that. Because to me, it's just a normal Hebraic family. And that's the way we should all be. Sisters, you're going to have to change your mind and attitude. Y'all know the funk that y'all have with each other. A man cannot he cannot make y'all and force y'all to change your mind to serve the Most High Yah, to love his not only laws, his ways, and his truth. That's something you have to willingly do yourself. No man can make a woman lay down her life and love her sister like she loves herself and love the Most High Yah. They can't do it. It has to be of a willing mind. We get past that right there. We really truly get past that. And you women who have an opportunity to come into a family, you come in with a grateful spirit, an attitude of gratitude, an agreeable spirit, a respectful spirit, because it's obvious that there are other women that are already there. Don't come in there like you all that in a bag of chips. Come in humility, being grateful for what the Most High has done and what he's still doing. You come in like that and get saddled up with a good family and stuff, and all the peace, joy, and happiness, chances are that you was looking for in your life, you're going to have it there, because we all see that this thing that people used to do in natural family, we all see that after conversion, all of us being converted, we just simply cannot get with this natural family stuff. We just can't do it. We just simply cannot do it. No way, shape, fashion, or form, because we can't be comfortable around them. When we want to keep the law, we want to keep the statutes, the rules, the guidelines, and the commandments of the Most High Yah, and they still want to hold on to the pagan, satanic lifestyle of our captors, the people who have put us in slavery. They still want to celebrate their holidays: Halloween, Christmas, Easter, Sunday, Valentine's Day, birthdays, their holidays instead of Yahweh's holy days. It's hard. It's very hard. See, it's only then you can really truly understand there's really no connection there anymore once you're born again. Your connection is with your family who loves Yah, and then if they can love Yah and obey him, you know that they can love you. We've got to have that. And I'm sad to say, sisters, the majority of you are part and parcel of the problem and the cause for the reason why our families are being destroyed. Many of you come to this ministry right here because you have been in destructive families. You destroyed your families. Nobody knows your history but you. And then you get born again, you want to try to do things new and right, but you still keep the old woman alive. It's so sad. It's so sad. You got to stop that and walk out the newness of life. And then we have sisters in the ministry that actually want a good sister wife to come in and help them in the family. That's what women are designed to do, to be help meet. Women, you got a good man, stop and step back and think for a moment. Do you want to ruin him because as he go, you go? Do you really want to destroy that because you're not agreeable and you're selfish? Or do you want to see this thing flourish? Or do you want to prosper and be in health even as your soul prospers? You want to bring glory to the Most High Yah. If we can just get y'all out from under the thumb of Satan and just walk after the law of Yah and be a daughter of Sarah, man, we'd have something, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we have something? We'd have something to be envied. Then truly our tribes could really, truly be strong. People would take even more notice of us like never before. Because if you notice, ain't nobody really, truly wants an open form debate on this subject no more. Everybody who used to think that they were so right, now they all done found out how wrong they are. So that's one thing the world didn't want. That's why I kept pushing it for a while, the biblical family. I kept pushing it because there wasn't enough informed people out there that could articulately speak on the subject and do it with proficiency and integrity and be able to be a great orator and having the ability to communicate the truth of Yah's ways. I didn't either myself. I silenced myself for 3 years before I started speaking on it because I knew I had to understand that subject inside and out before I could be able to speak with clarity. Now when I speak, I shut up all mouths, every single one of them. It is so sad. So I don't expect, this thing can't be restored by a woman, because a woman is not designed to lead. You ain't gonna tell me that Black lives matter when black babies don't matter. You're not gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me Black lives matter when we're killing our babies, 900 babies a day through the abortion clinics, and you think you ain't got an answer for that stuff. And there's no way that somebody can have actually a good mindset to have put forth an opinion about anything when you've functioning and continue to keep functioning with murder in your heart. That means hatred as well. We got to restore this thing and do this thing the way y'all says, and get out of these little base things. Well, man want more women. What about the woman want a good man? And yeah, a man does want more women, as long as they ain't sick in the mind and like no damn mental psychopaths or nothing like that, and selfish. But all that little small talk aside, we should be thinking more about our families. You know, when Hezekiah come and he finally showed up here, broke the matrix, and here on this earth, he has 3 mothers now. He has his mother that birthed him, then 2 other ones. And man, I am so happy for Summer that she actually gets to have this experience, but she also gets to have the experience to where she has other sisters in the family that can help her with him. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. She don't have to do everything herself. She don't have to. They are willing to help, because, you know, both of them, I remember, hey, you remember when you had children, women, a long, long time ago, your mother, the first thing she would do was show up, and many of you will wonder why mother would show up. I remember when my daughter Erica had Abigail. I had sent Mama Nellie down there to see her daughter have the birth of our grandson, and I let her stay for a little bit. I sure did, because until them babies get going, they are very taxing. It's very important for those mothers to be there to help the new mothers come in to give them a hand. And see, the 3 that I have, the 2 older ones, Summer's sister wives, Mother Carol and Mama Nellie, they are mature enough to not overstep. They're mature enough to let her be the mother to the best of her ability she can. They can discern and know when she needs help. And Summer, as beautiful as her spirit is, she don't mind asking them, and they don't mind giving it. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. And I can only imagine, as smart and intelligent as those 3 are, and then with Hezekiah, father himself, I can only imagine what type of fulfillment and how much he will be able to live life to its fullest, and with all the love that he's going to be surrounded by on a daily basis, with myself and his 3 mothers. Is that not beautiful? You can only imagine what type of young man that he is going to be. I wish all this for y'all. My family wish all this for y'all. They truly do. But I tell you what, with all these babies being aborted and the genocide that is still going on with melanated people, you tell me how we're going to replace all this genocide if we don't get about our Father's business.